the 3.5% price increase. Duke's CFO survey found that the median firm plans to raise prices about 3.5% this year. Think about that number. I don't think it came from anyone's value conversation. I think it came from a spreadsheet, and I say your clients can smell that. When you raise prices by roughly the inflation rate, are you asking permission to do it and pretending to lead? In my world, we call that topping from the bottom. You look like you're in charge of the scene, but you're actually steering from your own needs and maybe hoping no one notices. Firms with real pricing power do something different. Walk into a renewal conversation calling out what changed since last year and maybe just state the new number. Don't use a percentage sign or apologize to your clients. Have a list of things that will add value for them so they immediately understand you have to increase your rates. And here's how you're going to reward them for hanging in there and remaining a loyal customer. A few questions I'd love your take on. When you last raised prices, what did the number reference? Your costs, the industry trends, issues you couldn't control, or added value? If you doubled your price tomorrow, how many clients would you lose? Yep, I said doubled. Think about that one. If you are raising prices or need to, are you adding value or apologizing in the form of a percentage? Continuing on my opening phrase, no one likes topping from the bottom. So how do we disrupt this paradigm? You renegotiate the exchange from the top and get consent from the customer. How? First, get informed consent on value, not just price. Most firms only talk about what they deliver at two moments, the sale and the price increase. That's why increases feel like a demand instead of a renewal of terms. If your client hears about outcomes all year, quarterly, in their own numbers, the new price can arrive as a confirmation of something they already believe. Consent is easier to get when the evidence came first. Second, set your price floor and make it real. Decide the number below which you will not go. If you're increasing 3.5%, but that will lose X% of clients who have tight budgets, think through the value adds and the value subtractions. No one wants to remove products, services, or features from a customer, but it beats losing them entirely. And having the discussion is where the power exchange can actually amplify the relationship. Boundaries only work when both sides know they'll be respected. I have seen far more customers accept a price increase to help their vendor through the needed time-bound increase, and vice versa. I have had clients who willingly step down in price and deliverables just to keep working with me. Third, reprice the offer, not their invoice. Inflation math changes the number and keeps the power exactly where it was. If you want the dynamic to change what's on the table. Restructure tiers, move the deliverable that clients value most into the new terms, and retire what nobody uses. Give the client something to say yes to, rather than something to absorb. And if a client won't renegotiate no matter what evidence or value adds you bring, that tells you who actually holds the power in the relationship. They do. And some scenes you end. Where does your firm sit right now? Indexing, repricing, or avoiding the conversation entirely? Tell me. I'm here to help you think through the pathway to a new paradigm. Let's make it an extraordinary week, shall we?